Dennis here. Today I'm going to talk to you about the Makiwara. Now, this is one version of the Makiwara. At the end of this video I'll show you my much preferred Makiwara. But this is the type that I first learned on. So my first experience with the Makiwara was with Shimabuku sensei, Eizo Shimabuku. He had Makiwara on his rooftop in his dojo in Kin, Okinawa. But later I switched to Odo Sakichi sensei. This is the style that he had. I don't really like them that much, but this is the style that Odo sensei preferred. And I'm going to talk about this, and I'll talk about why I prefer the other type that I'm going to show you shortly in a couple of minutes. So let's talk about this one here. So I have this set into the floor, just like the ones in Odo sensei's dojo. And it's low, just like his. I think somebody needed to crawl under the floor and put a block of cement underneath it would have been more helpful. But Odo sensei only stood about this tall, so smaller Makiwara made good sense to him. I find this one okay for kicking. And I did have it higher years ago, but I cut it down because I really did not like it for hand strikes. I found it, frankly, too unforgiving. It flexes, it moves, but it doesn't flex enough to prevent damage over the long term. And there was a time when I used to like to hit them a lot, and I didn't want to cause harm to my hands and my wrists. So I replaced this type of Makiwara with a different one. Just so you know, Makiwara just means it's wrapped with rice straw. And my other one has that rice straw, so I'll show you. So this post being tapered, it does absorb a little bit, and it does move a little bit, but again, it's too unforgiving. There are also other types you can find commercially available, and I really don't recommend these types. They're toys. Don't use them. They're not really good for anything. Let me show you the Makiwara that I do like. This is oak, so it's strong but flexible. Slide this right in. Now I have these pieces of 2x4 here. You see, one of them is tapered, the other one isn't. I put a piece of rubber in here that helps absorb a little bit also. And these go in. And of course, if I wanted to, I could get a different 2x4, make it higher, so I can control the flex. But I like this flex because the Makiwara takes the punishment, not my wrist, not my body. I can still focus, I can still work on my distance, I can work on following through because I don't want to practice punching and stopping it, but I don't damage myself by doing so. So I have rice straw here. This I bought in Okinawa, and this pad also comes from Shirado in Okinawa. So I have two surfaces that I can strike. So it's useful for shutos. It's useful for your punches, of course. Kicks. It's a great Makiwara. I like it because I don't mind using it. Now, there was a while I was addicted to Makiwara. I'd hit this thing hundreds of times a day. I backed off on that because I don't think that's healthy either. But I do think if you want to develop your punches as a karateka, you really do need to spend some quality time with the Makiwara. You can learn a lot from this simple training tool. It's a good investment in time if you have a place where you can put one. So there's my Makiwara. It's infinitely adjustable just by changing what I put behind it, and it works really well for me. So hope this will help some of you out there.